All right, guys. Who's on the call today? And just remember, I can see that you're on here, so
Hey,
ignoring you.
David, it's Ed Wagner.
Who's this?
Ed Wagner?
Hey, Ed. How are you?
Good, and you?
Not too bad. Yeah, it looks like we just lost Chris. Well, you're the only one, so this may be a different kind of webinar.
Great. It's good for me.
It's good for you. You're a client, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's I yeah. Did I talk to you?
Yes.
I did. Okay.
I know
Sometimes
you have a lot going on.
yeah. I wish my brain were that good. Probably was when I was younger, but not so much anymore. All right. Well, looks like it's you and me. So anyway, this will we'll go a little quicker. So if anyone happens to hop on in the meantime, we may switch things up. So since it's just you and I, did you have any questions or what do you want to see today?
Well, anytime you invite me to a webinar, I figure I may as well jump on it. So I figure the more I know, the better.
How long have you been how long have you been signed up with us?
6 or 8 weeks.
Okay. So are you
So I am still getting. I'm a brand new realtor. I'm still getting things going. So um, I signed up with you guys because you were referred to me, and I like what you did with the website. But I have yet to really get going like I should get going.
okay? And so so this be a different kind of conversation.
Okay.
So what is it that's having you from getting started? Like what thoughts or feelings or what's going on in your head that you haven't gotten started?
Really, I'm overthinking everything,
Okay.
and I'm just really just afraid to make just afraid to make mistakes, because my old field, I'm a CPA. I know accounting backwards and forwards, right?
Yeah.
So I never, if someone called me with an accounting question or said something, I'd have no problem picking up the phone and walking them through whatever. This is different, because you go to real estate school and they teach you how to take the test, but that's all they teach you. So
Right.
I actually had a couple people find me through my website this week,
Oh, good.
and I've just been emailing them back and forth. I know I really should pick up the phone and call
Yep.
them, but I'm in my head, so
Okay.
I
So
need to
you're
get out
in
of my
your
head.
head.
Yes,
Realize that being in your head is kind of like walking through a dangerous neighborhood.
yes,
Where there's fear, there's apprehend, whatever. It's so I'm glad you're having this conversation because my goal is that we get freed up and actually get in action. And real estate is actually a very simple business. What is it? It's talking to people and creating relationships. So, if we make it any harder than that, I got to get this computer system and you can, I mean, yes, there's a place for some people that's what they're going to do, but really, when we start to measure how many conversations do I need to have a day to make a lead, how many leads do I need to get to make a sale, when we start figuring out those calculations, and as an accountant, I know you understand numbers, and that's really what we need to start to measure is what that takes, how effective are we, and then really looking at how can I become more effective. So the good news is our platform works. The jury's out. It works. So if you tell the computer what to do, it's going to do it. Human beings, we're not so reliable. We cheat on our diets. We stop going to the gym when we say we're going to go.
yes.
And that's what we do. However, we have a platform that will do exactly what we want it to do. It will stay in touch with our people. And real estate is a people business. So the more effective we are in managing our relationships, guess what? The more money we're going to make.
I was on a call. I think it was 2 weeks ago on a Friday. And did you lead that call, or did someone else lead that call?
That was probably Dale.
Okay. So I was on that call with Dale. I was the guinea pig, so he kind of set me up to kind of view the properties.
Yeah.
right? So I'm the one that got the email and told everyone, okay, here's what I just received. Here's what it was, here's what it says. Here's what it lets me do. It lets me, go in and view more properties, which was great. The problem was when he set it up, I was getting emailed daily, not weekly, because when we went through the demo, it looked like he set me up to get one email a week.
Okay.
I was actually getting an email every single day.
Well, that's probably what he probably set it up to do that.
Okay.
So it's just, that's, again, the computer will do what it tells you to do, or what you tell
Okay.
it to do, which that's actually the good news, because I may not be so reliable at, I'm going to call you back at this time. That may not happen, but if you tell the computer to do that, it'll do that. And that's what,
So it was human error, not computer error.
probably human error. Yeah, the computer, our platform will do exactly what you tell it to do. It's reliable. People, not necessarily. The good news is we have these tools now to keep us on track, so we can hit our goals. If I can have peace of mind knowing that my 400-person database of leads and past clients and sphere of influence are being contacted monthly with data and information that they're interested in specifically, I'm good. So I know, my time as I was a realtor for 12 years, and that's one thing I was very good at was I did my monthly mailer database postcard system. And all I had, back then it was this is early 90s, but, I hit a button and it printed out the postcards. Pretty automated. So I would just take them down to the post office and mail them once a month. That's what I did. But I did it consistently. And that's the point of what the platform is. So where you're at, professionally in the business is we need to get you consistent in having the conversation. Like, what to do, right?
Yeah, right now I'm getting my GRI just
Yeah.
because I thought I wanted the knowledge.
You do.
And maybe they have just overemphasized lawsuits that are going on. So I just don't want to make that mistake, even though I know it's a simple business. Both my parents were in it forever. My mom was a broker for 30 plus years. I've heard it forever. But I tend to be cautious because I'm a CPA. So
Right.
even though, like you said, it's not a very difficult business with all the GRI classes telling me, be careful, be careful, be careful. I'm being too careful. And I know that everything I see is you just have to do it. You just have to do it. And I know I have to do it.
Well, I would invite you just to focus on having great relationships with people, and the rest will take care of itself.
Okay, so I've seen a demo a couple different times, and it looks like every time I see a demo, it looks like it's more from a buyer perspective because it says, "Show me houses that have closed in my neighborhood in the last 30 days." So I've seen that demo a couple times.
Okay.
Some of the leads that I'm getting through Bold Leads, all the leads I get through Bold Leads are buyer leads.
Okay.
I do the same exact thing for buyers that I've seen done for sellers.
Well, let's take it through for a buyer.
Okay.
And it's actually a fairly similar process. Obviously buyers want to look at properties that are for sale. And I would assert that sellers, I own a house. I'm always curious as what are the houses listed for? And when those signs go down, I wonder what that's sold for. I can't help myself. I have to know that. The same reason I check my iPhone stock ticker every day. I rely on my realtor. I would like the stock ticker for my neighborhood, so to speak. Following?
So if you were in my shoes and you're getting some leads from Bold Leads, people, and it's people that are looking to buy, so hopefully they're looking to sell as well. What would you do?
What I would do is
using this platform.
What I would do is there's certain old things that are never going to go away. Pick up the phone if they will talk to you. I realize some people only do texting, but my ultimate goal is to have a conversation with somebody so I can get in relationship with them, find out what they want. I'm going to go set up a drip campaign, a recurring drip campaign, email campaign, or recurring email, and just start to send them. Could be daily, could be every other day, whatever, what they say that they're interested in. Because if I give them what they want to see, well, guess what? I have a pretty good chance of being the one that's going to sell them what they say that they want to buy, right?
Right.
It's not any it's not any harder than that.
Okay.
We make it hard. I mean, real estate is a very simple business. It's all relationship driven. So, at some point you need to get over the 100-pound phone and just kind of dance with the conversation. When people want to buy something, they want to buy it. When I want to buy a car, guess what? I'm going out, I'm coming home with a new car. When somebody
Yes.
gets determined, I want the house, they're going to go buy it. So,
So if
um,
in talking to them, I find out that they are going to do both buy and sell, I would just set up two different drip campaigns to them.
yeah, yeah, why
Okay.
not? And the point of the drip campaigns also is to, it's not just to, you know, give them the properties they want to see, but really, as a former agent, I looked at every potential client as a source of referrals. So really, my goal, I had two goals really. One, yeah, we want to sell people houses, but two, the real value in a client or past client is who do they know? Because that's really where your bread and butter comes from. So at the end of that transaction, I want to be referable. I mean, I can't tell you how many people one sale turns into the whole family and then all their friends. Um, and that's the beauty of real estate. We just don't know. We think we know, but really, if we just take care of people and give them the information that they want, we really don't know. But I do know that being in relationship with people does produce results in the real estate business, and that's really what the goal is. So let's go into what you were talking about. How do we cultivate these leads? Now, I see a lot. I see a lot of agents, and our clients, and they're not here on the call, so single anyone out, but people pay for leads, and I hear things like, "Oh, these are bad leads." Oh yeah, well, did you call? Well, I called 3 times. I left messages. Did you put them on a drip campaign? No, no, they're not interested. Well, how do you know they're not interested? Well, they didn't pick up the phone. Well, I don't know. Let's get them started on something. Get some sort of a campaign going because I don't know. They may not be interested now, but I've had clients in my database for 3, 4, 5. I had someone in my 7 years before a transaction happened. So we need to give up that we know how it is because we don't. So that's why we put people on campaigns. They may not be today. They may not be calling me right now. I don't know what their life circumstances are, but it could be 2 weeks they're going to call me. But really, we do want to call them immediately because that the statistics are that's our best chance. So anyway, let's dive into. Let's say we got a new lead on Bold Leads. We have a conversation with them. So we can add the new contact. I'm just going to pull up since Dale's not here, just to save some time. Yeah, maybe uh, they say, hey, I want to live in Scottsdale. Let's see. They want to live in Scottsdale. And let's see, price, say from 500 to 600,000. And they want a 3-car garage. And that's good enough for now. So I can come and look at, before I publish, I just want to make sure I'm actually getting something. There's 125 properties. It's a pretty good list. I'd probably pare it down more, maybe, get some more. Anyway, but just for this example, it'll make the point. So now, homes for sale. What did I say the price range was? 500,000?
500 to 600.
Under 600,000 with 3-car garage. And I want to make this into a blog post because at I Found Agent, we work smarter, not harder. We're going to make this search anyway. Let's do it here versus MLS. So I'm going to get a blog post. I'm going to get social media syndication, and I'm also going to be able to set up a recurring email. So we're going to send this out once a day, maybe, or twice a week. Whatever you think is appropriate. We're going to send it. I like to send things out at 10 a.m. We'll start it tomorrow, and we'll have this go for 3 months.
Okay.
We choose a notification type. It's a market via search update and a buyer search template. In Scottsdale, so when they get it in their inbox, I can put a video in if I want. So let's save the campaign. Let's see, make sure I check that. Okay. And now let's go to the website. There's my search, which is cool. I mean, I'm going to make this search anyway. I want people to come to my website because this is where I get branded. I don't get necessarily branded that well in MLS. Nothing wrong with MLS. So if you're thinking I'm saying it's bad, I'm not. It's just I want people to get used to my brand. I don't want them to get used to Zillow or somewhere else. So this went to social media as well. Okay. Be found in a Google search. Because everything we put on our website gets indexed in Google's index. And now they're on a drip campaign. So I know that this client is getting something from me that they said that they want. Doesn't mean I stop calling them, but if I'm not hearing from them, I have some peace of mind knowing that they're getting what they said that they want, and hopefully I'll keep getting their attention, right?
Is this still Lion Desk?
No, this is everything we're seeing in here. This is our CRM on our side.
Okay,
it's all our functionality, and I can go in and look at. What's cool is from here I can go and look at what is the client. They're getting. I can look at their saved searches, their saved properties. Here's the email campaigns they're getting from me. Here's everything they looked at. I mean, I don't know if you have insomnia, you can really go through all this stuff. But if I'm really, if it's a good client, I really want to get into where their brain's at, I can just come in here and take a look. I can set up notifications for birthdays. I can create all kinds of notifications, email notifications, automated, holidays, whatever. It's all in here, and it's very simple to, very very simple to operate. So I mean, really, how long did it really take me to do a search in here? If I wasn't having, it would take a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
So to set up an ongoing campaign that forever for 2 minutes potentially is that's easy. But really, I don't want to focus on the technology works. It's really about the mindset and really starting to play with what conversations can I have with people that are going to improve my business. So we looked at how we can set up campaigns for leads. I want to look at how do we increase your database of people. So potentially now, everybody that you talk to that wants to buy a home or has a home, but and everybody always wants a bigger home or less of whatever. People are always looking at real estate, stocks, whatever. So now when I run into somebody at the grocery store, let's say an open house. So let's say we're doing an open house and a neighbor comes in. Mr. and Mrs. Neighbor, would you like the data of what's going on in the neighborhood here? So you can see what's buying and selling. Oh yeah, I'd love that. I wish some. So I can set this up for you. You'll get it every month, and you can see exactly what's going on in here. Would you like that? Of course they do. Boom. Let's add that person, set them up on a campaign right here. I can also do this for myself. This works the same on my cell phone as it does. I don't have to have my computer. I can do this on my phone.
Nice.
So it's now it's like, when somebody says, well, what, I used to hate, well, what do you do, Dave? Oh, I'm a realtor. Oh, great, good for you. I didn't have this. So now, what do you do? I'm a real estate agent. And I can say, well, where do you live? I live in Stonegate. Great. Would you like a report every month on what's going on in Stonegate? Yeah, great. Just give me your email and I'll get that set up for you. Okay. You do it right on the spot or when you get whatever. Very easy to do. And that's really, real estate is not any harder than that. It's just creating relationships with them and giving them the information that they need. Very easy.
So go back to, so use your Stonegate example. So you just meet me. I'm a neighbor of yours in Stonegate, and I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, okay, Ed Wagner. What's your email?
Ed Wagner at ymail.com.
All right, so we'll save and close that. Um, okay, so now we'll go to, we'll just do subdivision, Stonegate. And in this case, we're going to do, let's go 90 days back for solds. And let's see. I feel like I'm missing something. Um, Hold on, let me just look at this real quick. Subdivision, listing oh, there we go. It's closed. Okay, so now it's just, again, homes sold in Stonegate. Create the blog post. And let's see the search results. I made a mistake somewhere.
Oh, something's wrong.
Oh, I didn't put in the. Okay. See, that's why I checked Stonegate. I didn't add it. All right, let's view the search results now. Okay, 28. That looks right.
Okay.
Um,
Why is that top one Mesa? Is that just someone listed it wrong?
I probably need to put the city in. Yeah, let's do.
Oh, different Stonegate. Got it. Okay.
Let's redo that. There we go. Okay, those are right. So yeah, this is why you look. That's
Right.
correct. Same thing.
I saw that top price and I'm like, something's wrong there.
Yeah, I would buy in Stonegate for 200. So it's a
Yes.
market update, and this is a market update for a homeowner. And here we go. Save campaign. They're good.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about that again. How great is that?
That's awesome.
So that's
your new software is up and running now, right?
yes.
Awesome.
Um, it really, I mean, it's not any harder than this. And yes, there's more sophisticated strategies you can run, and we're not going to get into it now, and you can do that all here. But for the average agent who may be intimidated by technology, I know you can go and have these conversations, right?
Right.
So we make it, there's all these classes out there, and there's this class and that class. My class says just go talk to people and give them what they want. It's not any harder than that. We could go on for hours and hours and hours, and we're not, because we don't have to. There's a lot fancier classes you can take, but when you get down to it, they all point to one thing, which is getting in a relationship with people. And that's what we can do here easily without being tech savvy. It'll take on your part opening your mouth. I can't make you do that. You got to have your reason why you want to do it. Maybe you're tired of debits and credits.
Definitely. Definitely tired of those.
And you want, yeah. So again, yeah, I mean, we could go on for a lot longer. I don't think we need to. There's no point. I'd rather have you go out and use the time to call five. I mean, go out today and create 5 drip campaigns. Just call people. Hey, you want the data to go in your neighborhood? Sure. Try that today. That's something new. You know,
Yes.
make that a habit.
And then just like before, it has like the demos in here where I could, view how to do, because sometimes on some of these things you guys go super fast and I kind of get it, but I can go back and view like tutorials or whatever, right?
They'll be coming shortly.
Okay.
This would need to be added to your website. So we haven't done that yet.
Okay.
So, and it's right now we're just starting in Phoenix. So anyway, it's like anything else, one step at a time.
Got it.
Anyway, that's all I got for today. Unless you have any questions, yeah. After this, there's not much to say really.
I got it.
So
All right, David, it looks good. I like it. No, so the more I see it, the more comfortable I get with how I would do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a couple today just to get used to it.
yeah. Okay.
It'll be great.
All
All
right,
right, man.
guys.
Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Thank you.
Okay, talk to you later.
Bye bye.